was just wondering, would you perchance fancy a song right now?
Yeah.
How about the Lament? You used to play that one a lot.
Oh, fancy that one, do you? Alas, I've not the heart to sing it anymore. I'm glad you like it, though.
Hey, mate. Here. I got this from my favorite court musician.
Oh my, but you can't simply be this kind to me without retaliation on my part, my friend. And so, in turn, I have a gift for you.
You're too kind, mate.
And more
Thought
about
I'd find Meg here. Fine job, Thanatos. No time to rest.
So, hi, Prince. So, is there anything I can get you? Or maybe tidy up some more? Or I just thought maybe you'd like something to drink sometime?
Oh, drink sometime sounds wonderful, Dusa. Maybe tomorrow, assuming I'm not getting out of here by then?
What? I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, forget I asked. Or anything. I'm sorry. Bye.
Dusa?
right. I'm gonna review those in a second, I reckon.
Got anything good? This one's for you, Three Fates. Nice to have my ancient legendary weapons there.
Mm.
This looks to be an excellent investment, contractor. Go on and make it so.
Keep it down.
Contractor, work approved. Should make the entryway into the lounge a bit more welcoming.
I welcome you to go about your business, boy.
Maker's not around.
What happens next?
Might want to check your stash of weapons over there. So the strangest thing happened while you were out, boyo. One of your weapon holder things back there, it picked up this eerie glow. Could see it from the corner of my eye.
Calm down, Skelly. I'm sure whatever it is perfectly normal for a legendary semi-sentient titan-slaying weapon from the dawn of time.
That's just it. Those weapons of yours, they have seen some real business, pal. You're giving them a real workout, so maybe they're starting to like you or something. Loosening up a bit, you know, like you and me.
I should go check it out.
Miss.
That one looks interesting. Might help.
You're using that thing now, huh? Hey, not bad. Sweet release.
Right, so let's go from the top.
Back in one piece.
So my understanding is this is from Achilles' perspective. What does it say about the master? Master not just of the house in which I work, but of the eternity of the domain beneath the earth, as we all end up after we die. He is a god of a character. I have to give him that. In life, I once served someone who reminded me of him a little. Yet even the kingliest of mortals pales in comparison. Suffice it then to say that the Lord Hades takes matters of his fate-appointed underworld of utmost seriousness. Yet his meticulous veneer gives way to impatience frequently enough, especially with his only son. This resentment extends to his never-ending work, where he presides over an endless procession of the dead. The master claims he alone can tend to the affairs, but grudgingly, I think, expects his son's support. Mother Night, we like to call her, though rare is the occasion when she dotes on us. She has her many, many children to look after, many of whom reside now in locales beyond my reckoning, and perhaps beyond hers. Yet nonetheless, as she toils about the master's house and conducts such affairs that fail to reach his notice or gain his attention. Take one look at him, and I think any question of his parentage are soon resolved. He never seemed to like it much, there growing up with Lord Hades' well-appointed house. One day I took him on as a disciple under orders from Lord Hades. The master worried that her heir lacked any firm direction in his life, and indeed Zagreus took well to the material ways, and I am proud to say now that he was my student. The Stygian boatman is a lot of things, although I'm afraid he isn't much for conversation. I have tried, though perhaps not persuasively enough. I wonder where he finds the time to mull about, as sometimes he is prone. His duty as the shepherd of the recently deceased must keep him very busy, after all. Yet even still he finds the time to collect trinkets to sell them back to us, for reasons only he could understand. It's said that sleep is the cousin of death. It turns out to be not quite correct insofar as the two, in fact, are brothers, born to Nyx herself. The former of the two we call him Hypnos. He whiles away, half sleeping, watching over the pool of sticks in the foyer of the house, taking stock of those arriving in the master's domain or returning to it. Though Hypnos may be lacking in propriety, he brings a certain cheer, however unconventional, into the grim proceedings of the house. The ancient Fury sister deals retribution for eternity against all whose lives unspeakably befouled the lives of others. They each seem to relish their grim work, though none so much as Megara, the first among them. Even Nyx, some other knight who comes from somewhere, even the Olympians above, the Master Hades himself. Eternal though they are, they came unto this world. Their ancestors sprang from the darkness of chaos. Master of the heavens, God among gods, so much of my mortal life was impacted by him, and now even in death as of his brother. not think that I have much to say for Lord Zeus, which is not widely known already. Master Sea, the Earthshaker, brother to Lord Hades and Lord Zeus, the Lord Poseidon, I am ever grateful that while I was living, he was merciful to me. Down here, however, I say I really feel his influence. All of us, we are beneath him now. Many of my brethren, did he drown during my mortal days? He comes across as affable, yet I've not given him. Some things I'm certain, one of them is this, that there were many times during my mortal life when my spear found its mark, thanks to Pallas Athena. She favors those of dispositions such as mine, and I would like to think her efforts keep the violent lusting of Ares, her half-brother, well in check. Aphrodite wields her beauty and her charm with much the same lethality as I could wield the spear. I have seen her handiwork firsthand, and it is often not as pretty as she is. I sometimes think that she, among all the Olympians, may be the mightiest of all. Crashing wave of thundering tempests are preferable to a broken heart. The goddess of the hunt has always held my highest admiration. Unlike so many of her brethren in Olympus, she seems unconcerned with being praised at every turn by mortals. Instead, she dutifully holds her station as a master of the natural world. Although my heart is long since stopped, it yet holds love in it for all the gods, save one, the one who made and ruined me as well. I have no kind words to impart to him, except perhaps in form of this concession. All, much like the heavens and the seas, can be considered as a force of nature. Perhaps I ought to feel a kinship with this easygoing son of Zeus, but it is said that he has some mortal blood in him, not just divinity. One of the free-spirited sons of Zeus, he is patron to travelers, traders, even tricksters, youthful in spirit and appearance. He could be mistaken for a common lad, if not for his extraordinary swiftness. I see no reason to regale you with stories of my past. Suffice it that I fought as bravely as I could alongside many of the finest men the world has ever known. I buried far too many of them and sent many others to this place where now, at last, we all are peers. I'm fortunate the master of the house took pity upon me and spared me from eternal boredom and Elysium, with an existence closer to the times when I still lived. I had a job to do. No one sings as sweet as Service and Orpheus, who, if I understand correctly, is among the only mortals who once ventured down into the underworld and returned to tell the tale. Fearsome multi-headed hound of hell is really not so bad as he's deserved reputation otherwise would lead you to believe. Yes, the master beast has feasted on no short supply of interlopers to the underworld, or on those attempting to escape. However, tales and numbers of his heads are often exaggerated, and in his old age his temperament has grown much more relaxed. Indeed, he seems one of the sole sources of comfort for the house's grim master. Splendid house such as the master's own requires a great deal of cleaning, and the little woman seems forever doomed to do it all herself. Sometimes offer my assistance, although it is here little woman bears her fangs, refusing any help. I can clearly see my own reflection in our polished countertops suggests she doesn't need it either. Animated Skin and I, we seldom get along. He is too talkative for me, and spouts such simple condescensions to those in earshot, seemingly as though he were an expert in the ways of war. Disapprove of his reckless advice, and I'm uncertain as to who he was in life. To be so self-assured in death, I am uncertain why he is even here. It is quite odd the master does not seem to know of him at all. Having been appointed by the fates to reign beneath the earth for eternity, the master was awarded a permanent place of residence at the base of his domain, in addition to a wide variety of responsibilities to the dead. The lowest reaches of the underworld are reserved not just for the master's own abode, but for the benefit of every wretch who, in the course of drawing breath, availed every opportunity to leave any sort of positive impression behind. Among the many reasons it is best for mortals to strive to treat each other reasonably well is that after having lived their short lives, they may wind up stuck with one another for eternity in the meadows of Asphalt. Some will surely wish to live forever if only they could, though for the sensible ones, spending an eternity in the fields of Elysium would be their foremost choice. be forever in that beautiful place together with only the greatest souls who have ever lived. Must be someplace even darker, even deeper than the depths of Tartarus. For even Tartarus sprang forth from somewhere. Stygian, the blade of the underworld, must have been among the finest weapons ever wielded. Back when it was whole, back when the 6 elder gods sealed the Titans in the deepest recesses of Tartarus, that blade evidently played no small role in their success. It must have been Lord Poseidon who brandished that blade before he opted for that trident, so he likes. Now the blades lie broken, survived only by its burning soul. It's been a sight when Lord Hades wielded Baratha, the eternal spear, versus Titans driving back those fiends into the depths together with the help of his Titan brothers and sisters. The Master since has traded in that terrifying weapon for an even larger 2-pronged fork he likes to brandish in threat, noting sometimes its superiority to the trident of Lord Poseidon. She insists is a mere copy. Baratha, meanwhile, has seen better days, which is weapon built for war. War shall always find it, I suspect. After all, it now lies in the hands of the Lord Hades' heir, in whose command it much resembles the 2-pronged fork Lord Hades came to favour since that time. And sons are much alike, at least in this. Oh, they're still so flippin' much. We'll go through the first page, and then we'll do the second page at a later date. I guess the sword of chaos has descended from the very aegis wielded by Lord Zeus and by Athena, his most favoured daughter. The Lord of Thunder defended his brother and sisters using that very shield, when together they conspired to drive the Titans back into the lowest reaches of the underworld. The shield was shattered, yet a burning effigy remains, its power still intact. A power sealed within the visage of a monstrous entity even the Titans feared. Its might is uncontrollable, and its scarce functions as a manner of defense. Instead, its writhing maw augments its wielder's might, shattering bone and solid rock with little effort and considerable zeal. What is weapon if not the extension of one's will to survive, to destroy? Ancient Cyclopean forge masters who created the infernal arms in accordance with the fates design must have understood this when they delivered the singular twin fists of Malphon in secret to the gods. Any other weapon must be held in hand, but Malphon bonds with its spirit utterly, engulfing them with primal strength and alacrity. It is said even the Olympians hesitate to embrace the twin fists until Lady Demeter, her hands accustomed to tilling the land, stepped forward and accepted the gift. Least known among the gods who stood together to oppose the Titans as the Lady Hestia, reclusive gods of the hearth, and one-time wielder of Esgriff, the Rail of Adamant, an artifact of metal and of flame so dreadful that the gods themselves abandoned it once their fell work was done. The rail has a form and function to befit one's nightmares, while other weapons of the gods inspired mortal counterparts. I'm relieved to say the rail's cruel design has not yet been discovered, in a stroke of mortal inspiration to conduct them. say thanks for spending time with me. I hope you've had a marvelous time, and I shall see you soon. Over now. Bye.